Sebastian is 10 years old and is in the 4th grade. During his free time, he likes to read, play sports, and go exploring with his younger brother. Sebastian has a big collection of books at home, and his mom encourages him to read often. He reads about 3 to 4 times a week, mainly to get his AR points, but also because it's enjoyable for him. Even though Sebastian loves to read and has a huge book collection, he would probably rather get anything other than a book as a present. As you can see, Sebastian enjoys reading all kinds of books. There were none that he absolutely despised. The genres that he loves the most are historical fiction, science fiction, and mystery. His favorite book to read is any of the books from the Goosebumps series by R.L. Stine. He loves how creepy and scary they are. Sebastian told me that if he could meet any character from any book, he would choose Slappy Dummy from one of the Goosebumps books. Sebastian's favorite subject in school is science. It's his favorite class to go to. He likes the different experiments that they get to do, and he also likes to read his science book because he learns a lot of new things. I gave Sebastian a multiple intelligence assessment so that I could get an idea of his learning strengths and weaknesses, as well as his learning needs. Based on the results, he scored the highest in Music Smart and in Picture Smart. Through this process and after my 6 visits with Sebastian, I found that he had many strengths when it came to reading. One of Sebastian's strengths is his fluency. I gave him a passage, and as he was reading it out loud, I graded him on his fluency with the rubric shown. He scored 11 out of 16 points, which shows that he's making good progress on his fluency. Another one of Sebastian's strengths is his ability to use prior knowledge to comprehend a text. His prior knowledge has an extremely positive effect on his comprehension. Lastly, Sebastian's reading accuracy was very strong. He has good word identification and does a good job decoding, which has helped him read texts that are above his grade level. Along with discovering his strengths, this process has also allowed me to pinpoint areas that Sebastian needs additional intervention or instruction to improve his reading skills. One of Sebastian's weaknesses is his motivation. When I was placed with him, I was told that he was lazy, but after working with him, I quickly found out that he's not lazy, he's just unmotivated because the books that he was required to read and the work he was required to do wasn't something that interested him. Another one of Sebastian's intervention needs is his comprehension on expository text. On both the silent and the oral expository text, he scored frustrational. He did much better on most of the narrative text than he did on the expository text. Lastly, Sebastian needs intervention in long vowels. In addition, he could use extra instruction with other vowels such as OI, ER, EW, AR, and OR. The Words Their Way Elementary Spelling Inventory helped me see his specific areas of need of extra phonics instruction. Through this class, I have learned many strategies to help make students a better reader, and I think Sebastian can benefit from many of those strategies that I have learned over the course of this semester. One of the recommendations that I suggested is to have Sebastian read passages out loud. I think that this will help with his phonics and let him hear himself when he's reading to see if he's saying the words right and giving him a chance to sound it out. I also feel that word sorts will be beneficial for Sebastian too. This will give him the extra instruction and practice on those long vowels and short vowels and other vowels. I suggest that Sebastian should start reading more expository texts, and I think that he should be reading science ones since that's something that he's interested in. While he's reading those expository texts, I think it would be beneficial for Sebastian to fill out a graphic organizer to organize the information that he's reading so that he can better comprehend it. Lastly, I suggest giving Sebastian choice in the classroom. Give him a selection of books on his independent reading level to choose from. Doing this could go hand in hand with projects and other assignments. I feel that giving him options will motivate him to read more and will benefit his overall reading ability. Throughout this whole process, I've learned a lot of things that I can use in the future in my own classroom. I've been taught a lot of tools and given a lot of resources that I think will make me a better teacher in the future. This case study taught me how to work with a student one-on-one and how to give instruction based on a student's personal and individual needs. It also taught me how to assess phonics, reading level, reading comprehension, fluency, reading accuracy, and so on. I've been given the tools and the knowledge so that I can successfully do this in the future in my own classroom. Lastly, I learned that every student is going to need individualized instruction. After hearing each of my classmates' stories and input about their case study, I learned that every one of them had a different story, so every student is different and going to need different instruction.